to guess what we're doing today. No, this isn't an unboxing. This is going to be a creative process. We're going to paint this thing, and it's going to take a while, and that's fine. It's going to be a secret video that I've been working on. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing. This is not a how-to. I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do. If you guys want to see how to take this apart, there's a video on how to do that I'll link it up here, and how I take things like this apart, because I'm not going to be covering it in this video. So here's a purple one. I did buy another one just to paint it. Double check it works. Yeah. Ooh, what should we name ourselves? Let's name this one, let's name it Moon. Let's name it Moon. Okay, so while that's doing that, I'm going to show you guys what we're doing today. I am going to run it for a little bit because no reason not to. So he's just going to chill, or she. In my opinion, this purple one is the best color, especially for customizing. Like, some people have swapped out the buttons to white, which I also agree with. But I love this yellow and purple because to me it reminds me of little stars in the night sky. So we're going to do some customization. So this is what we're going to do. Flick through this sketchbook, find a page that is relatively close to the one I last drew on. There we go. Perfect. So turn it to the side. I'm going to take this here. I'm just going to boop, boop. Oh, it's hatching. Boop, boop, and boop. That's a rough outline. Not a great outline, but it's a rough outline. I'm gonna feed you real quick. Hi, Birdamon. Okay, cool. Now look at this. Around here. Guideline there. There are about this many buttons. Oh, there was my lead. Snaps on me. And about here to here is the frame. Cool, that is our template. I'm gonna do a bunch of these all over the page, and then we're gonna draw on it because we're gonna paint something cool on here. I already know kind of what I'm going for, but yeah, I just hope this works out because I bought this just to paint. I did not want to open my own sealed copy of the purple one because it's just too precious and I don't want to destroy it. So I'll come back after I've done a few designs, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. Okay, so this is what I've come up with. So these are all back panels. I'm probably going to go with this one. These are front panels, and I'm feeling this one. Feel free to disagree with me. Love to hear which one you would have gone with. Let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going with number 3 in this second back panel. So hopefully that translates well to this. Don't exactly know how we're going to do it yet, but that's what's going to happen. So yeah, planning stage is done for now. Also, I don't know if you guys can see it right there. Those scratches, they came on this device. Like, it was like I opened them, I did the last recording, I had a look, and there's scratches. I mean, they're mass produced and there's a lot more of them nowadays, so it doesn't matter that much that there's scratches. It's just kind of annoying that there's no quality control in that aspect of it. So I just don't look at it really close, and I don't have to think about it too much. Alright, so the next step would be taking it apart. I'm not going to show you how to take it apart in this video. If you want to see how to take it apart, first of all, you take it apart. It's on you if it breaks. This is, again, not a how-to video. But if you want to see how to take one apart and my method of taking one apart, I'll link it up in the card. There's a video I did on parts compatibility between the old and new devices, and I took one apart and showed you how to do it kind of in that video. So we're going to take this apart, and we're going to figure out how to put this on here so I can paint it on. Okay, so this thing is apart. What we're gonna do is take these 3 parts and we are going to wash them. Just dishwasher soap, and after that we'll let them dry. This is to get any oils that would have come from the molding process when they made these shells. So most of the time they'll have some kind of cast or something, and then, you know, and it also gets like rid of all the hand oils that you're gonna get on there. But if anyone's curious, this is what the case looks like on the Digimon 20th anniversary edition. If you're painting the whole thing, you have to paint this piece too. It just kind of is on there. I would take it off, but I'm not painting it, so I'm just gonna leave it. Again, if you want to paint this part too, you need to wash it, but I'm leaving it yellow, so I'm honestly just gonna take the lazy way out and just leave that there. And if you have pets, cover this so that your cat doesn't knock it all off the table. Looking at you, Sonny. Alright, so we'll wash this and then I'm gonna start painting. Okay, so I've got the outline done. Probably see it best like that. Experimenting with some stars. And I've just used the frame, so it's gonna look like that. Yeah, that's all I've done so far. It's kind of hard to film while doing this because it's such a small, detailed thing. But I'm just gonna, you know, tap in every time I do something cool or in the middle of it. I'll try to film at least the outlining stage because I feel like I can do that. But filming this up close is really difficult, so I'll do my best. But that's where we're at the moment. So yeah, I was gonna do clouds all around it, but I've decided to say stuff that because I don't think that will look good now that I've done this step so far. So I'm just gonna do these little stars. So all these little white stars I'm gonna do in gold later. So that's the current plan, but you know, plans change as we go. So yeah. Okay, we're a little bit into it now. Let's show this off a little bit. So I've done the base coat. This is a few layers, so I would do a layer, let it dry. I don't know if you can see it on the other side. So just a preview. I'll probably try to film after this. So it's kind of looking like that. I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to do straight black outlines, but I'm not sure yet. But yeah, that's how it's currently looking. There's the edging if you guys wanted to see the sides. But yeah, it's coming along. I don't have any sealing spray yet, so once I finish this and let it dry for a week, I'm gonna have to go and see if I can source some. So yeah, that's where we're at, and see if I can get some of the rest of it filmed for you guys to have a look at. Okay, so this is how this is looking currently. I would like to do some glitter, but like you can get like glitter powder for it, but because I don't have access to it currently, I'm not going to be doing that because unfortunately all the art shops are closed. I'm limited to everything I already own. So even doing a top coat on this, I don't have what I want to use, which is Mr. Super Clear top coat, which I have to wait a week for this paint to fully cure. Like at the moment it's touch dry or almost touch dry, but curing time is different. Curing is like to the point where it won't just scratch off, but then you want to seal it still anyway because it still is not as strong. But yeah, so Mr. Super Clear, it's a enamel clear paint, and that stuff is a lot stronger than acrylic, so it will seal it in. But I don't have any on hand at the moment, so I will leave this to dry for a week and then maybe try to figure out how to get some. The closest store I know of is all the way in the city, which is about an hour train ride, and with us not meaning to go out, not allowed to go out at the moment, I don't know if I can get any. And I don't have any left over. I might have to search my shed, might have some left over. But that's currently where we're at. And then once this is fully like put together and I've done the top coat, seal this in, I'll show you guys what it looks like with the board, which is just over there, with the board in all together. But yeah, this is how this project has gone so far. Okay, so I caved. I went to the hobby store. I picked up a few things. I got some surface primer for some other modeling later because I ran out. We got some top coats, a few different kinds just because I use these for a lot of different things and I'm not going to be at the hobby store for a long time, so I picked up pretty much one of each. So we got a Mr. Super Clear matte coat, a Mr. Super Clear gloss. This is the UV cut, so I'm pretty sure it protects your whatever you're painting from UV light, so it doesn't affect color changes and stuff like that. And the Mr. Super Clear semi-gloss, which is what we're going to be using on our Digivice today. I'm going to call it a Digivice Fight Me. So yeah, this is what we're going to be using. The weather's not great for it. I wouldn't recommend doing it in the weather I'm doing it in, because sometimes you don't get quite a clear coat because of the moisture that gets stuck under it. I might just wait a little longer and see if it stops raining and then see if it like lightens up, but if not, this is the stuff I'm going to be using and I'll probably spray it in the next day or so. But yeah, this is super clear. So this is enamel based, I believe. If you're going to do this and you can't find something that's enamel based and you can only get the acrylic stuff, which I do have in a drawer. I have a can here of a Tamiya. So this is the flat clear. This is acrylic based. It's best to use something rather than nothing. Just remember that acrylics take a little longer to what's it called? Like settle. Like the top layer will be dry, but like it'll take a little while to like be fully cured. I'm pretty sure this is the same, but this is a lot stronger. So yeah, there's that. So we'll get spraying. I'll be using this one. Again, it depends what kind of finish you like. I'm going for semi-gloss because I don't really know what else to do. I feel like the gloss would be a little bit too much, and I feel like the matte would also be a little bit too much in the other way. I could test them, but I don't really have plastic to test it on that's similar to the VPET. So yeah, we're just gonna go semi-gloss and see how this goes. Also, just for prepping this for spraying, I'm just gonna use some blue tack to hold it in place. I'm just gonna plop them down and then spray them. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have a different name for this, but this is the brand I'm using. It's just the ordinary stuff. Okay, I've given it one coat of the semi-gloss and I think semi-gloss is definitely the way to go. If you want yours super gloss, you can go glossy. If you want yours matte, you can go matte. But I think semi-gloss is the closest to how it came anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna give it one more coat after this dries. I'm gonna wait 24 hours and then give it one more coat, then wait another 2 days just to make sure it's dry, and then I'll assemble. So next time you see this, it will be being assembled. Okay, it's time to assemble. See how we go. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see the difference. So obviously this part has no, what's it called, top coat on it. And then this is the semi-gloss. So it's pretty close. You can kind of see the edge there where it's kind of gotten in. But yeah, if you wanted to know the difference in finish, it's pretty close. This one's slightly more matte, but it's not completely matte. Moment of truth, right? Look at that. Okay, let's just say it's a normal time of night because I am coming at home from work and doing this. There's Lunamon. Okay, so I don't know if I've already said this, probably have. There's 2 layers of the semi-gloss top coat on this. This is about 12 hours after the second layer of top coat is dried. I just wanted to put this together so I can finish this video and put it out, but I am going to be letting this sit for another day and a half before I start playing it like crazy. But yeah, how do you guys think it turned out? I'm pretty happy with it actually. It has all the little pretty stars. So yeah, it's like, would you guys be interested in seeing more of this kind of stuff in the future? I mean, even like maybe some more basic ideas, something not with a Digimon print, maybe just some really cool color schemes. Sunny's got a plastic bag. He's very excitable right now. Yeah, I'm gonna go get that bag off in 1 second. Anyway, yeah, he's in zoomy mode, so yeah, not much you can do about that. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty neat, and I'm actually really happy with it. So there's this video. It's taken probably 3 weeks to finish this, just because of just being able to get supplies for one. I didn't have any top coat, and also just painting this took a little while and getting the design down in my head. So just a quick recap. So we took this apart, we washed the parts, we then let them dry, we painted this on, let that dry for some time. I waited a week, partly because I couldn't get any top coat, but partly because acrylic paints do take a little longer to dry. You're probably good after 3-4 days, honestly, you don't need to wait a week, but I didn't have time to go down to the hobby store and didn't really have the option to go for quite some time. And then after that, 2 layers of top coat, 24 hours between coats, 12 hours if you're feeling, you know, like you're gonna risk it, but I would wait 24 hours between coats, and then another 24 hours after the last coat, and then you would assemble. This is 12 hours after the last coat, and then I'm just gonna let it rest after putting it together. And it should be good in about a day or so. So I'm gonna tab this boy, so say goodbye, Lunamon. I'm gonna tab him, let him rest, and this guy is pretty much done, and then I'm gonna run him for a little bit. Where is the tab on this? It is on here, right? Ugh. There we go. So, yeah, gonna put him in the box, and we'll play him in a few days. Oh, and thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you you know, enjoyed this little video. You might have seen some sneak peeks if you followed me on Instagram on this. If you didn't know this was coming, maybe you should follow me on Instagram so you know what's coming, because I intend to do more of these in the future. Alright, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.